Hey there, friend. Welcome back to another cozy story time. Today's tale is a soft one, about a quiet little path, a kind gardener, and the small wonders that wait when we simply take our time. This story is for everyone, kids, teens, and grown-ups alike. So make yourself comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's begin. At the edge of a small, sunlit village stood a winding garden path. It wasn't paved with stone or lined with lamps, just soft earth, tiny wildflowers, and the comforting hum of bees. Every morning, the gardener, an elderly man named Rowan, walked its length with his cup of tea. He never hurried. The path was short, but somehow, it always offered something new, a fresh bloom, a butterfly resting, or the sparkle of dew catching morning light. One spring morning, a young girl named Mira stopped by the garden gate. "May I walk the path too?" she asked shyly. Rowan smiled. "Of course, the path is for anyone who walks with kindness in their heart." Together, they wandered slowly beneath the lilac trees. The air was sweet, and the breeze soft enough to carry birdsong like a lullaby. Mira reached down, tracing the curve of a petal. "It feels like the flowers are smiling," she whispered. Rowan nodded gently. That's what happens when you walk slowly enough to notice. Days turned into weeks, and Mira returned to the garden often. She began to call it her thinking path. Whenever she felt unsure or quiet inside, she came to walk beside Rowan. The two rarely spoke much, yet their silence felt full of meaning, like a shared melody without words. One afternoon, as soft rain drizzled over the leaves, Mira arrived holding a tiny seed. "Can we plant this here?" she asked. Rowan chuckled. "Of course, the path always has room for new beginnings." They knelt by the earth together, their hands sinking into cool soil. The smell of rain mixed with the sweetness of growing things. It was simple, peaceful, real. As the seasons passed, the garden changed brighter in summer, golden in autumn, hushed and sleepy under winter's frost. Yet no matter the weather, Mira kept walking the path. She grew taller, her footsteps more confident, though she still paused to admire the same flowers and trees. Rowan watched her with quiet pride. "You see," he said one evening, "the path doesn't just lead through the garden, it leads through you. Every step you take changes you, makes you softer, steadier." Mira smiled. "Then I'll keep walking." And she did. Years later, the village still whispered about Rowan's garden, the one that always seemed to bloom no matter the season. By then, the old gardener had grown frail, but the path remained bright and full of life. One spring morning, a familiar sound echoed down at the light steps of Mira. Now grown, she walked slower than before, but her eyes shone with the same wonder. At the curve of the path, she found the seed she'd planted years ago now, a strong tree, its branches stretching wide and calm. Beneath it lay a small wooden sign Rowan had carved. "Every path begins with a single step of care." Mira knelt beside the tree and smiled, her heart both full and peaceful. "You were right," she whispered to the wind. "The path never ends, it just changes." When she stood to leave, she noticed a small boy watching from the gate. "Can I walk it too?" he asked softly. Mira's face warmed with the same kindness Rowan once gave her. "Of course," she said. "The path is for anyone who walks with care." And as they stepped forward together, the garden seemed to glow not just with flowers, but with the quiet magic of lives, gently shared. "Thank you for listening," Mira would have said if this were a Storytime video. If this story brought you calm, don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back for more gentle tales. Until next time, walk kindly and keep noticing the little things.